Didn't think I was going to watch the Senior Bowl, but apparently I am. Kenny Pickett's playing in it. I think. At least he's on the roster. With him being the #1 quarterback going into this year's draft, I didn't really expect him to play in it, but, I mean, he's there. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, though. I mean, Mac Jones was supposed to play in it last year, but suffered an injury in the lead-up, and then Justin Herbert even played in the Senior Bowl a couple years back. So right now, the game is not until Saturday. All we have is a 10-minute interview of Pickett that was posted up on YouTube, but it has been making some headlines. They begin with Joe Burrow comparisons.
Hey, Kenny, when you hear Jim compare you to Joe Burrow, what do you think about that?
That's a hell of a comparison. But yeah, he's a heck of a player. Obviously at the college level and now doing what he's doing at the NFL. I had a chance to be roommates with him at the Manning camp. Talked to him actually kind of at the end, towards the end of our season at Pitt. Great guy, definitely a great role model to have, going into the NFL.
Okay, I could see it. You have two players average to above average college careers up until their senior year, then boom, they turn a program around, exceed expectations, get themselves into the Heisman contention. Now, Burrow obviously won a national championship and ended up winning the Heisman, whereas with Kenny, he won an ACC championship and finished third in the Heisman. So, edge for Burrow, but I could definitely see the comps. Kenny, could you say, is like Burrow light? Kind of sounds like a beer. Hand size is also brought up as Pickett is waiting to do his measurements for the Combine instead of the Senior Bowl. He says not to worry, though, because he played in Pittsburgh, an environment that's not too friendly for the quarterbacks, especially in the late fall months, but he did just fine, though. I'll be honest, this might be the stupidest thing people care about at these draft combines. We were just doing Joe Burrow comps, but don't forget these idiots were concerned about Joe Burrow's hand size being on the smaller end whenever he was up for the draft. I mean, hell, we just had Burrow versus Mahomes, Mahomes being another guy that NFL scouts were thinking his hand size was going to be too small for the NFL. Both compete in the AFC Championship. It's just stupid. I mean, W for Pickett here. The big question, though, what would it be like to get drafted by the Steelers?
The possibility of getting drafted there would be really unbelievable. Pittsburgh is really my second home, so that'd be kind of a dream. That started once I got recruited to Pitt and maybe at the next level. So we'll see what happens.
Listen, we talked quarterbacks last podcast episode, and I went away from that thinking, you know what? Mariota might be one of the top options right now for the Steelers. You could probably talk me into anyone outside of like Kirk Cousins, Jimmy G, and Tim Tebow. So after hearing this interview, I'm starting to think Kenny Pickett could be the guy. Even though I feel like drafting a quarterback wouldn't necessarily be the best option for us right now. But you hear things like Matt Canada recruited him. Pittsburgh's like his second home. The Steelers already let Marino get away in 1983. Do they do it again in 2022 with another great Pitt quarterback? We already talked about the Joe Burrow comps. And then you start to think a little bit more. He already turned one program around in the city. Why not another? But it's not always that simple. Dreams don't always come true. Like today, I was absolutely robbed of a Madden Super Bowl due to EA's shitty physics and shitty gameplay. Should probably fix that at some point. But there also is another saying, and that is never say never. Here's how it could happen. Steelers would need to absolutely kill it in free agency, sign basically every position of need except quarterback, and then in the draft you would have to hope that Pickett falls to 20 because I don't really see the Steelers trading up. But after you select Pickett in the second, third, and fourth round, I'd say bolster up some depth, maybe draft some O-line, etc., etc., and there you have it. Voila, Pickett is a Steeler, and I think we're in contention. So I'm not opposed, but what say you guys? Let me know down in the comments. 8 is still available, right? But that is it for the Big Deke News segment. Let me know what you guys think. Stay chillin'. Peace.